Basically, from week to week, we customise and adapt their equipment to match every golf course that we play at. So, and that can be continually maintenance. So, the maintenance side of things is making sure the grips are fresh and not worn out. Servicing, the lofted lies, just generally spec taking and making sure everything is as it should be.
We're here inside the Callaway tow truck. Do you want to tell us something about your job and the truck itself?
Yeah, well, my job within Callaway is work on the European tour department, and my job is technician on tour with a group of other technicians and reps on the range.
Okay, great. What does that mean exactly?
Basically, from week to week, we customise and adapt their equipment to match every golf course that we play at. So, that can be continually maintenance. So, the maintenance side of things is making sure the grips are fresh and not worn out. Servicing, the lofted lies, just generally spec taking and making sure everything is as it should be. And then outside of that, the guys on the range work with the players, just dialing in, wood parameters really, spin, launch, making sure that all matches the conditions of the golf course they're playing this week.
Okay, so would you show us around on what you can adapt and what not? Adapt,
yeah. I mean, we can, a lot of things we can adapt. With our cog system on the woods, we can obviously have quite good ability to move lie and loft on those just through the cog settings. Then outside that, the adaptation is maybe slightly internally in the head. We can weight the head internally if we have to, just to fine tune the spin. And then, so that's kind of on the wood side, apart from the endless amounts of shafts we carry, and then the tipping combinations you can have in those with the weights and all the different parameters that shaft manufacturers are able to provide us. And then into the irons and wedges. Generally, irons don't do too much on the irons throughout the week. It might be right at the start if a player needs a custom grind on the irons, but that'll be right from brand new, and then that'll stay in the game, or stay in the bag all through that season. And then with the wedges, from week to week, as we're coming into now, we're going to come into sort of Irish Open, Scottish Open, so inherently those courses become more links. So those weeks we'll grind wedges down, match the bounce and turf conditions and the ground conditions and bunkers. So whereas this week in Munich, generally the rough's quite severe here, so this week will be predominantly dialing in heavenwoods or hybrids, and maybe the odd 7-woods, believe it or not.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Are there any players who have special needs?
Well, every player, most of our irons will have a standard spec to match that category of iron, but out here it's almost, there's no standard. Everything is everybody's spec, so there won't be one 7-iron out here the same, so almost every club's different.
Are there any special things you have to adapt to the golf club München Retail?
No, not really. Just, like I say, just the rough really, and the guys go out and play. A lot of them have played here, played here numerous times. Obviously, a great golf course, and Callaway's done quite well out of winners here in the past. We've had quite a few winners at this tournament for some reason. I don't know why. That's just the way it worked out. Yeah, so really just see how the rough's grown up, and what that is, and how firm the greens are. So we maybe get a few more lob wedge requests for new grooves. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Monday morning, Tuesday's normally our busiest day. Okay.
Yeah. Another question is, do you think an amateur like me would recognize the difference between the small adaptations you do here?
Probably not. No. Probably not. At my golf club, I got some players that are off +3, +4, and I've stood there and fit them, and there's quite a big difference between those and some of the guys out here. Some of the guys out here are almost like robots.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
No worries.